world's changed big time over the last year, but some things stay the same. Remember Russian meddlers? Well, they're back.
Our Global Engagement Center has identified 4 Russian online platforms that are directed by Russian intelligence services and spread disinformation about 2 of the vaccines that have now been approved by the FDA in this country.
We are aware of it, we are monitoring it, and we are taking steps to address.
Back just in time to wage a vaccine war because, well, hacking's a bit passé and electing foreign presidents is a bit, well, been there, done that. Vaccines are where it's at in 2021. And when it became clear that American scientists might out-vaccine the Russian ones, the Kremlin bots had no choice but to raise their disinforming heads again.
The emphasis on denigrating Pfizer is likely due to its status as the first vaccine, besides Sputnik V, to see mass use, resulting in a greater potential threat to Sputnik's market dominance.
Who said a global pandemic couldn't be politicized? Now, some would say, aren't these meddlers a bit late to the game? I mean, Sputnik V's already registered in around 40 countries, many of which didn't even consider Pfizer, not because they'd been brainwashed by mean anti-Pfizer notes left by undercover agents, but because Pfizer is logistically a much trickier vaccine. It used to fall apart if it wasn't kept in specialized freezers at minus 70 degrees Celsius. That's now been improved to minus 25, while Sputnik V chills out at plus 8 and is around half the price. And then there are countries like Iran, which aren't exactly buddy-buddy with the US. So why buy their vaccine when there's another one on the market without the political drama? Logical, right? Well, unfortunately, political games and logic aren't friends, and paranoia is alive and well.
It's nonsense. Russian special services have nothing to do with any criticism against vaccines. If we treat every negative publication against the Sputnik V vaccine as a result of efforts by American special services, then we will go crazy because we see it every day, every hour, and in every Anglo-Saxon media.
The Wall Street Journal's resurrected disinformation for the sake of a few critical articles. Well, just imagine what armies of meddlers it would have had to invent if Pfizer had got the onslaught of doubt, criticism, hate that Sputnik V got back in the day.
The speed of the rollout is a concern for some health professionals.
It's a new kind of global race that Russia wants to lead.
There are concerns about its safety,
with questions over how much of it Russia can produce.
Now, timing is everything. The EU's struggling with its vaccine rollout, plagued by production delays and shortages. Ready to help? Sputnik V. So the bloc started the approval process. Now, Pfizer and the US, who obviously love healthy competition, in the way that Twitter loves Parler or Trump loves losing, is probably looking at that and seeing a chunk of their money pie just fall away. Never mind that it's for the good of humanity.
The Sputnik V vaccine will not go back to Russia. It will save lives in Slovakia. I would never give it up. Our country is a fundamental part of the European Union, but I cannot turn down a quality vaccine that will save our people because it's made in Russia. I'm not a murderer.
The good news is that 280,000 doses of the Sputnik vaccine arrived from Russia. We need vaccination as fast as possible and involving more people.
So, yes, the pandemic might have changed the world, but some things never change. Meddlers and disinformation back in the game. Did you miss them?